All right, so I'm just going to show you today how to put together a sort of radio show in Ableton Live. I broadcast across Belfast, my hometown, on a Saturday night, and I do a dance show. So that's going to be the focus of this tutorial. Now, my main inspiration for doing this is sort of BBC Radio. If you've never listened to it, do check it out. If you go to bbc.co.uk, it's absolutely superb radio, and it's not. They're not commercial broadcasters. They're publicly funded, so the quality of the music, it's all up front, and the quality of the production is very very good. Now I'm just going to play an example of what I'm going to show you how to do in this tutorial, and show you how to sort of lay out a show like this. So this is a little clip from Pete Tong's show. He's the main man for Radio 1, which is a UK national station, and this is, his dance show.
The label's first studio from the ground up.
The essential new tune. Pete Tong, Radio 1.
So what happens there is he is able to talk, and then bang, jingle, and straight into a record playing, without any skips, which you can't normally do in sort of traditional software in a studio, with the sort of cheaper stuff. If you're on community radio or hospital radio or something like that, and you want to produce something just a little bit better than the rest. So what I've got here is just a little folder, which I've got a couple of tracks, and I've got a couple of jingles and just a blank live set. So what I'm going to do is set in 2 extra audio channels. So that's a total of 3 audio channels. I'm just going to make sure this is fresh from the start. So 3 audio channels. First one I'm going to call music. The second one I'm going to call jingles. And the third one I'm going to call jingle bank. Now the jingle bank track is in case you do have a lot of sort of a lot of records or a lot of jingles to play in your show, and it means you can easily see what you've played and what you haven't played, and what you can obviously work with in the rest of the remainder of the show. So we'll just drag in the music for this particular show, and there's our wee jingles there as well. Now the big key to this is it's actually found if you go into the Ableton Live devices. It's the compressor, which is the sort of key to doing this style of show. If you just jump a normal compressor onto the music channel, press this little arrow and sidechain, and you want the sidechain to come in from your jingles channel, so audio input from jingles. Now what this does is drop the volume of the music whenever the jingle plays, so that although they're playing over the top of each other, the jingle is a lot more, you're able to hear it a lot better. So what you have to do is just bring the threshold down and the ratio up just a hair, and do play about with these settings with your jingles and make sure that this sounds good. So we'll have our show intro at the start. I'm just going to turn warp off on these clips. So with our show intro here, with a little jingle that I've put together for this, and with our tracks that we've dropped in. Now, how my show will be put together is I'll have the show intro, which is fine, and then I want to kick into a bit of music and then do a bit of talking. And after that bit of talking, when it's time for me to play the next record, I want it to just bounce straight into that next record, play a jingle and bounce straight in, so that the listeners, it's Saturday night, it's all about moving people. And I think this does make really sort of good radio. So what I've done here is just lay it out like I would on a Saturday night, and I'm just going to play through this and let you hear how it's all put together. And I mean, it's as simple as laying stuff out like this. You put the sidechain compressor on, and you really do produce stuff that sounds an awful lot better than just your traditional stuff. So here we go.
These are the rules of our house.
My house is your house and your house is mine.
Let there be house, and house music was born.
Not everyone understands house music. It's a spiritual thing, a body thing, a soul thing.
House Rules on Blast 106.
And at this stage then I can, just bring down the channel and introduce the show. How you's doing out there, blah, blah, blah. And I'll let that record play right into the end of the record. And I'll maybe do a bit of talking. I'll maybe be like, yeah, that was Reboot in the background. That one's called Enjoy Music. And then Scene Launch.
Saturday night.
It's all about house music.
So you see that the key to putting it all together is launching your music by scene. So if you have your sidechain compressor on here, your music tracks in here, your jingles here, and you just go down and literally just launch your show by scene, it really does sound very, very good.